In this video, I want to share with you a few of the top things that you can do to your resume to fix it and make it more attractive and get more responses out of it. So the first thing right away that I see in resumes all the time when I'm asked to do reviews is that people put a lot of information on the very, very top line. It could be their address, their phone number, their name, their email. It could be even their title or job role. It could be the file name, and none of that matters to the hiring manager. They're not going to lose your file. The point of the very top line is a very quick reference in case they are trying to remember who this is. They can just look at the top. But the point of the top line is not to get them to respond to you, because it can't do that. The point of the top line is never to make sure people know how to contact you. Well, they will know by looking at the top line. You can do your name and email. That's it. You don't need anything else. It's distracting, and the eye tends to go to it and get confused and not want to read any more of the resume. Another mistake I see right off the bat when people put in resumes, and you can change this quickly, is to simply close your eyes, open your eyes and see the resume, and then note to yourself what you first look at. So I do this all the time when I'm giving resume reviews. I just get the resume up on the screen and I say to my client, close your eyes, open it, what do you see? And the problem with that is usually when you're used to looking at your own resume, you really treat it really well because it's your work, it's your life. You think that everything on there is you. But the truth is that hiring managers, recruiters, other people, on LinkedIn looking at it, or anyone who's combing through your application or combing through your resume, their goal is to just filter out confusion. So right away, if you close your eyes and open them and then just say, where on this resume do my eyes quickly go? You've got to be really honest with yourself. And if you are, you can quickly spot some problems. Because I review others' resumes, I often can see the mistakes more clearly than they. So I'll look at the resume, and usually the first mistakes I see, or usually, let's just put it this way, where do my eyes go first? Usually my eyes go to a big glob of text in the middle, and then that's it. And I don't get any information out of it. So you have to really think strategically, almost like marketing yourself as a business to the people who you want to attract. So if you make your top line very, very distracting, meaning it's a lot of information up top, or if you make the very middle of your resume, when you open it up, they're going to click the button on Greenhouse or whatever the software is they use, and they're going to open it up, look at the resume, boom. If their eyes go to a huge chunk of text, a text wall in the middle, it's just not an enjoyable experience, so you don't stand out very much. Now, do people use software to try to match resumes with open positions? Of course they do. Of course they do. So you have to match, you have to be a little smart and make sure small pieces of information are in the resume that the job, the company, organization is looking for. But beyond that, the quickest way to update your resume to make it more attractive is to make it more attractive. When you see it, do you quickly evaluate that you are the type of person that can do this job, that can provide value to that company, to the organization you're applying to? And if that's not what they can quickly tell just by glancing at your resume, then you may have wasted your chance at that position. So how can you make your resume specifically more stand out? I'll go through some more areas. So obviously the first is the top line. Make it so the top line is not something people's eyes go to. It doesn't have to be super small. It can be like a header on a page, up there where your eyes don't really go to. But if it's a huge block of text, eyes go there, and then the eyes get tired. I would suggest right off the bat, the best way to make yourself stand out on this piece of paper or PDF, of course. Now it's a PDF. The best way to stand out is to have a mission statement right up at the top that's 1 or 2 lines. And it's a little bit bigger text than the rest of the resume. And if people can quickly glance, if they open their eyes, of course, they're not closing their eyes, opening their eyes, but if they open the file and they see that first line and they can quickly understand by reading that and get interest and get their brains moving, basically, so they're not falling asleep looking at it, then you've got a chance. So find an interesting mission statement and make it attractive, make it exciting, make it easy to understand. And that would be in large font above. Right below that, though, you've got a great opportunity. And that is to really bring out what you've done for other companies. And so this is an accomplishments section. And I was given this idea by someone that I know that helped me out in my career. And I'm passing it along and slightly modifying it, I'm sure. But this area can be a bunch of bullets. Not too many, maybe 5, 6 bullets. And these bullets are great for the eyes, by the way. We like to see things in a list, and it's easy to find the next bullet and go down. In these, you need to use typeface that includes some bold-faced words. And the bold-faced words should be powerful words showing the value you've given at previous jobs. So if I worked for a company and I was able to, let's say, fix bugs, okay, in software, I would start to use some power words in there about fixing bugs. And in technology, there's colloquialisms. There are words that you say that show that you are associated with that kind of role and you know what you're talking about. And you can use ChatGPT or other AI to figure out those words. Of course, if you don't do that and you don't use boldface, all of the text looks the same. It's good that you have bullets, actual bullets in this list. But you need to offset some of the text with a few bold-faced words or phrases in there. Beyond that, you follow the same format that I've been telling you about. And beyond that, for the rest of the resume, you're going to have to follow some of the same principles. So the good news is, if the hiring manager or recruiter starts looking at your resume and they're attracted to a phrase or a sentence, they're probably going to spend more time on it. And you get you've purchased yourself some time from their attention. And so those are some ideas I have for you, and I hope that they're helpful. This is how you can stand out and not make some of the common mistakes. I might mention as well, some of the common mistakes that I see are people just trying to make their resumes really pretty and beautiful. And the problem with that is, even if you're a graphic designer, the problem with that is if you're not focused on attracting attention, then you've wasted all of the design you've put in. And, you don't have to prove yourself in your resume. You just have to show and get enough attention to stand out and quickly prove you can do the job. But you don't have to prove and show that you're the best, you're all this and all that. What you need to do is get attention and show that you're qualified. Okay, so stop. If you've thought, well, I really got to do a lot on this resume, well, you have to get the attention. And the job of the resume is to get the screening call. That's it. It's not to get the job. Get you the job. The job of the resume is to just get you a call or a reply or an email or something like that. So don't do too much in your resume, and keep it easy to read and easy to read quickly and really attractive to the eye. And that does not necessarily mean a a beautiful layout. It means something that's easy to consume. Hope that was helpful. And if it was, would you just reply below and tell me that was helpful? If it wasn't helpful, would you also reply and tell me? And I'll adjust the type of things I say here on these videos. And if you really like it, want more, subscribe and get notified and throw a like. Thank you.